Growing up as a girl in Kibera it's hard work, but if you trust in yourself, you can make it. Yeah. We need security because every day you hear someone has been killed just because of stealing. I wish Kibera could not be like this.
Eunice Akoth, a sixth grader at Kibera School for Girls located in Kibera, a Kenyan slum that in fact is the largest urban slum in all of Africa. The School for Girls was founded by Shining Hope for Communities to give young ladies there a chance to succeed. It is one of their many initiatives to transform the lives of the urban poor in Kenya. To talk more about this, we welcome in from Newsmax New York the founder of Shining Hope for Communities, Kennedy Odede, and the love of his life, Jessica Posner, both the authors of a new book about their love and journey with the organization entitled Me Unafraid, Love, Loss, and Hope in an African Slum. Jessica, first to you, what is the greatest obstacle facing young people in poor urban areas in Kenya and indeed in the rest of Africa?
Kibera is such a challenging place. Nobody knows so many people, and one of the biggest challenges is for girls to get an education because people are surviving earning an average of $1 a day. And so with that, it's so challenging to get food, to have access to simple things that we take for granted, like clean water. But for girls, accessing an education that will help them pave a pathway out of poverty is incredibly difficult.
Kennedy, you have written about the presence of terrorism in Africa and the hopelessness of poverty. Have you had to deal with terrorism directly in your work?
Yes, so what we are doing in Kibera, so personally in my life, growing up was a really hard challenge whereby I was drawn into being a gangster. And you can understand why some people are easy to be gangsters, because they're losing what's called a sense of hope. I lost my friends from violence, who was killed, and he wanted to go because he had no hope in life, you know. So what we try to do in Kibera is to give that sense of hope, working with young people, young men, to give them a sense of belonging, you know, and in that way we are able to transform communities.
Jessica, you two fell in love in one of the most impoverished environments in the world. Why was it important for you to share your story?
Growing up in Denver, I never imagined that my journey would take me halfway around the world to a Kenyan slum, that I would meet Kennedy, fall in love, and together we would build this organization that this year will serve over 76,000 people. So I think we wanted to tell people that you can do something, whether it's helping grow our movement or doing something in your neighborhood, that people can make a difference and that one person can have a tremendous impact.
Kennedy, very quickly, how can viewers get involved in your cause?
Yes, there are many ways to do. One of them is we sponsor girls in our school, you know. At the same time, you talk about it, share the story of what we are doing, you know. The more people know about our work, that's how we can be successful. The world has become a global village. What happened in Kibera affects New York or anywhere in the world. So I believe in one world as a global village, and we can all make a difference.
And we appreciate the difference you are making there. Kennedy Odede and Jessica Posner, authors of the new book, Me Unafraid, Love, Loss, and Hope in an African Slum. Now it's time to take a look at what's on your mind via social media. Troy emailed us about the panel discussion on gun control and the Second Amendment last night. He writes, New York has been a gun-free zone forever where only the police and elite civilians could carry a gun, concealed or any other way. I was happily surprised when the Democrat you had on said that gun-free zones were part of the current problem. Next, we hear from Thomas, who writes in about accused deserter Bo Bergdahl. He writes, if they come back with a no jail time decision, it'll be so demoralizing to the rest of our brave and courageous soldiers. If this was done any other time, and if the president wasn't involved, he would be treated like a soldier who abandoned his post. And we appreciate those comments, and we would welcome your comments. Here's how you send them to me. Just log on and go to newsmaxtv.com/comments. Well, you might have some things to say about what we talked about tonight. Sure hope so. And my parting comment, as always, is this. For those you see and those you don't, stay brave, stay free, stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow night.